Most people live their entire lives without truly knowing who they are. They chase goals they don't actually want. They fight battles they never chose. They wear masks so well that even they forget what's underneath. Socrates said, "To know thyself is the beginning of wisdom." Yet today, we are more distracted, more overstimulated, more on autopilot than ever before. So, what does it really mean to be self-aware? And how do you learn to see yourself clearly in a world built to keep you blind? Let's find out. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence, meaningful relationships, and a life aligned with your values. But it isn't easy, because true self-awareness requires honesty, courage, and the willingness to confront parts of yourself you'd rather walk past. Psychologists describe self-awareness as the ability to observe your own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without being controlled by them. You become both the actor and the observer, the one who lives and the one who watches. This video will guide you through the 4 levels of self-awareness and practical tools you can use to deepen your connection with yourself every single day. Let's start with the first level, the one most people never escape. This is where most humans operate, reacting, noticing only what is obvious, confusing feelings with facts. You feel angry and assume that anger must be justified. You feel fear and assume danger must exist. You feel unworthy, so you assume something is wrong with you. Surface-level awareness stops at, "I feel this," not, "Why do I feel this?" and not, "Is this feeling telling the truth?" Modern technology keeps us in this shallow water. Instant notifications, endless scrolling, constant stimulation. We rarely sit with our thoughts long enough to hear what they're actually saying. The problem, when you don't notice your inner world controls you. You lash out without knowing the insecurity behind it. You procrastinate without seeing the fear beneath it. You compare yourself without questioning the illusion. Self-awareness begins when you pause the autopilot and ask, "What exactly am I feeling right now? Where did this feeling come from? Is this emotion aligned with reality or a story I created?" You cannot change what you do not notice. This is where true growth begins. You turn inward, not to judge, but to understand. The ancient Stoics practiced this every night. Marcus Aurelius asked himself, "What did I do well today? What could I have done better?" This level requires mindfulness, the ability to look at your thoughts like clouds passing by. Not every thought is a truth. Not every fear is a warning. Not every desire is authentic. Here, you discover your patterns. Do you escape discomfort? Do you avoid confrontation? Do you sabotage yourself when things go well? Your emotional triggers. Why does one comment ruin your entire day? Why do you shut down when someone disagrees with you? Your internal narratives. People always leave me. I'm not good enough. No one cares what I think. These aren't facts. They're old wounds wearing the mask of truth. Practical tools. Journaling. Write without censoring yourself. Meditation. Watch your thoughts instead of drowning in them. Emotional labeling. This is anxiety, not danger. Reflection transforms emotions from dictators into data. Once you know what you feel, the next question is, who are you really? Not who people expect, not who you pretend to be, but the version of you that would remain, even if no one applauded. Psychology calls these core values, internal principles that give life meaning. Examples: growth, freedom, creativity, compassion, mastery, justice, connection, responsibility. Without knowing your values, You become a mirror reflecting everyone else's expectations. You chase careers for status, relationships for validation, lifestyles for approval, only to wake up one day feeling empty. Not because you failed, but because you succeeded at the wrong thing. A simple exercise. Ask yourself, what choices in my life made me feel most alive? What moments made me proud of who I was? If no one judged me, what life would I choose? When your actions match your values, you no longer need motivation. You wake up with purpose. This is the hardest level and the most transformational. Carl Jung said, "Everyone carries a shadow, and the less it is embodied, the darker it becomes." Your shadow is everything you reject in yourself. Jealousy, control, anger, insecurity, the desire to be seen, the hunger for power, the fear of being ordinary. The parts you hide do not disappear. They show up as projection. You hate in others what you refuse to confront in yourself. Shadow work asks, what do I criticize in others the most? What am I terrified others might discover about me? When do I feel shame, and why? Self-awareness is not about being perfect. It's about being honest. You cannot heal what you pretend does not exist. Here are practical rituals backed by psychology. Mindful pausing. Every time you feel a strong emotion, stop, breathe, ask, is this emotion helping me or hijacking me? Observation without judgment. Instead of saying, I shouldn't feel this way, try, I notice I feel this way. Judgment blocks growth. Curiosity creates it. Identify your inner voices. There are usually three. The fear voice protects you. The ego voice defends you. The authentic voice guides you. Learn to tell them apart. Create space from distractions. Self-awareness requires silence. Your mind cannot speak if the world is screaming. Commit to 1 hour a day away from screens. 1 outdoor walk without podcasts. 1 moment each day in stillness. Let your thoughts breathe. Ask people you trust. Sometimes others see us more clearly than we do. Ask someone, what's one strength I overlook? What's one blind spot I should work on? Feedback is a mirror. Just because it's painful doesn't mean it's wrong. Track your decisions. Notice when you abandon your values, when fear pulls the strings, when you betray yourself to please others. Everything is a lesson if you pay attention. Self-awareness doesn't promise comfort. It promises clarity. And clarity can be terrifying, because once you see the truth, you lose the luxury of hiding from it. You can no longer blame others. You can no longer pretend you don't know better. You become responsible for your own life. But that responsibility is freedom. You begin to speak honestly, act intentionally, love courageously, fail wisely, live authentically. You stop being a passenger and become the one holding the wheel. There are two types of people: those who fear looking inward because they might find darkness, and those who dare to look inward because they know they will also find light. Self-awareness is not a destination. It is a lifelong practice, a commitment to truth, even when it hurts. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, look well into yourself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if you will always look. Start today. See yourself clearly and build a life that finally feels like your own.